Video calls. So I thought I'd share a couple of tips to help you guys do better video calls. Tip number 1. So if one person's got their video on, everybody on that call should also have their video on. It's really rude not to, and you just cannot connect with the other people on the call if they can't see your face. Tip number 2, use headphones with a microphone. This one's in a bit of a tangle, but the microphone on these will be much closer to your mouth and your voice than the mic in the computer. The mic in the computer also picks up a bit of background noise from maybe the fan in the actual machine spinning or the hard drive. So use the microphone and the people listening will have better audio of you, and you've got the headphones in, you'll be able to hear them a lot clearer. Tip number 3. If you're talking, I really recommend looking at the camera. This helps you connect better with the audience. So try and think where the camera is positioned on your screen or your laptop and talk to it when you're making a point. If you've got 2 monitors, have a think which one's got the camera and where are you going to position everyone else's video to make sure you're not looking in this direction and the camera's picking you up in another direction. Really simple tip, look at the camera when you're talking. Tip number 4, bit of a technical one, and this is to get the lighting right. So what I'd recommend is a simple 3-point lighting system. Okay, obviously you don't need a professional setup, just avoid a really bright background light, like a window with the sun streaming in, because that will just silhouette you and people won't be able to see your face. The second point is don't sit too close to a light or under a spotlight. You see this all the time. People might sit directly under a spotlight and it's really unflattering. I've got a pretty generous nose. The last thing I want to do is be drawing attention to it by spotlighting it. Number 5, watch your angle. If you take a lot of selfies, you'll probably know that looking up is always more flattering. And the last thing people want to do is be looking up your nostrils. So position the camera and it will be better for you and better for the people viewing it. Number 6, so another technical one, and this is to check your signal. So you can do a little speed test just by Googling speed test and see how fast your internet's running. If it's a bit slow, then there's a couple of things you can do. You can plug in an Ethernet cable, you can move to a better area of your home, but what I'd really recommend is closing some other windows that might be using the data. So if you're streaming something on another window or you're downloading something, close those off to the video call. That way you'll have an uninterrupted session. Number 7, a bit of set dressing. Perfect timing. So number 7, a bit of set dressing. So minimize distractions. What's in the background? Look behind you. Can you clear the frame a little bit? You should also avoid busy places in your home. You don't want people walking through, making cups of tea. Number 8, look presentable. Think about what you're wearing, but you can totally play to your audience. So if you're having a call with your colleagues, then fine, wear a funny hat, put on a different outfit. I've seen some really cool screenshots of teams getting into this and getting into their fancy dress. Other things to think about: what's your posture, what's your body language doing, stay engaged, don't slouch, don't cross your arms, just be engaged, look at your screen, and hopefully that will help you make a really good impression on the call. Number 9, be prepared. Share an agenda in advance, even if it's just a couple of bullet points. This will help keep everybody on track and won't waste anyone's time. And really importantly, if you're using a platform that you've never used before, sign in a little bit early. You might have to agree to some T's and C's or download something, and you don't want to be scrabbling about doing that just as the call is going to start. And number 10, last but not least, please, please, please ask how people are.
How you doing?
People might be working from home, might be in self-isolation on their own. So take a minute to check in with people, see how they are, make sure they're happy, and if there's anything that you can do to help them. So there you go, 10 little tips to help you have better video calls. I hope you've enjoyed them and found them useful. If you think I've missed anything, let me know in the comments. And also, I think at this time it's really good to have a bit of a laugh. So if you've got any funny stories or video calls gone wrong, please do let us know. I think everyone will enjoy reading them. Thanks very much.